So today we are going over a hot topic. Okay, so I'm sure this title probably intrigued a few people. So what we're going over is how to burn more calories. So I originally titled this as like 5 ways to burn more calories, right? Because we understand, um, like that's how losing body fat works, right? We have to be burning more calories than we are consuming. So we're going to go over the burning calories aspect. And I like to make it very clear that when you read things or hear things, that there is a difference between burning fat and losing fat. So I just like to put that out there. So burning calories does not always mean that you are losing body fat. Okay. Um, so yeah, let's kind of just dive right into this. This is probably going to take a different turn than maybe what you're expecting. So hopefully we'll learn something new. So when it comes to your body of burning calories, that all comes down to your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure. Energy is calories, calories are energy, period. Okay, so they are completely interchangeable. Your BMR is what burns 65 to 75% of the calories that you burn throughout the day. So let's say you burn 2,000 calories throughout the day, your TDEE is 2,000. 65 to 75% of those calories are coming from your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. 15% is coming from NEAT, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. We're going to get into what each of these mean. 10% comes from TEF, so with the thermogenic effect of food. And then the final 5% comes from EAT, exercise, activity, thermogenesis. So it's a pretty big jump, right? So we can really see that between these 4 ways that your body is burning calories throughout the day, the biggest portion is coming from your BMR, so your basal metabolic rate. So this is really what we should be focusing on. If you are trying to lose body fat, trying to burn fat, lose fat, and just pay attention to your like energy input and output, you need to be paying attention to your basal metabolic rate. I see way too many people putting emphasis on their EAT, the exercise activity thermogenesis. So how many calories does your Apple Watch say that you're burning when you go on a run? How many calories does it say you're burning when you're at the gym? Why are we focusing so much on this 5%, right? Do you see how it's not getting the most bang for your buck if we put up all of our awareness there? And then the next kind of like smallest one is the thermogenic effect of food. However, it is actually more significant than how many calories you're burning throughout the day. So what this is literally how many calories it takes to just digest your food. So your whole digestive system burns calories. All 11 systems in your body require energy in order to function, which is why we have to make sure we're eating enough, because these 11 systems in your body, not all of them are completely necessary for bodily functions, or sorry, for like your life to be alive. And this is digestion is not one either. So if you're not eating enough and your digestion is backed up, and we have constant bloating and feeling backed up and all of that, it's a big system that your body's not going to prioritize because it doesn't sustain life. But 10% of the calories you burn throughout the day comes from that. So just the calories that it burns to digest your food, to eat your food, all of that. And then the next most significant would be your NEAT, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is everything outside of the gym. So this is also why at Frequency Fitness, we focus so much on your steps, your lifestyle choices, right? What you're doing outside of the gym. Okay, so if you were just focusing on your cardio, how many minutes you're spending on the Stairmaster, how many calories your Apple Watch says you're burning, really would not be very wise to put all of our attention there. So really focusing on your NEAT is super important. That's where steps come into play. And then your BMR, so your basal metabolic rate, which we will get to in the last slide. So if we focus on these 4 things, ideally what in this call, we're going to focus on these 2, because this is going to be all about how to burn the most calories. And we can see that NEAT, so your non-exercise activity, and your BMR is how we are going to burn the most calories. So going over your NEAT, take the stairs. Anytime that you are anywhere, if you decide to take the stairs over the escalator or the elevator, you can basically guarantee that you're going to burn some extra calories right there. So you're increasing your NEAT, therefore increasing how many calories you're burning throughout the day, getting way more bang for your buck than trying to go and do a HIIT class, an Orange Theory class, go for a run, things like that. Standing while you're working, maybe you have a standing desk, or if you can just kind of like stand more throughout the day rather than being constantly glued to a chair or the couch. Getting a walking pad would be even better. So if you have a standing desk, to have a treadmill underneath, that would be great. Parking further in parking lots. So instead of always looking for the closest spot at the very front every single time, maybe that's part of your habit. Parking further in the back, maybe literally parking across the street more often. When you go to a friend's house, park on the next street, things like that. All add up. These are huge lifestyle changes that add up and will be way more significant to focus on. Walking in between sets at the gym is also great. So in between sets, instead of just sitting on your phone and sitting on the machine and scrolling for that 90 seconds that you're resting, just slowly walking. You don't want to be getting your heart rate up or doing jumping jacks or cardio, but just walking between sets will make a huge difference. And overall just increasing your daily steps, right? Paying attention to your steps on your Apple Watch. That's what we do here at Frequency. We're going to give you step goals and increase that over time. Staying active on your rest days. So whether that's taking a yoga class, going for a long walk, going for a bike ride, going kayaking, trying surfing on the weekends, all of these things are really going to be super helpful. I got a chat, but I can't see it. Oh yes, like to pace in between sets for sure. I agree. It helps me slow my heart rate down. It helps me not get like lost in my phone. Helps me stay productive at the gym. Just taking laps around the block frequently. So if you work in an office, maybe every 90 minutes, get up and just go for a lap literally around the block. You don't have to go far. You don't have to leave what you're doing. Or maybe if you like live in a neighborhood or you live in an apartment complex, just randomly set a timer on your phone, make a lap around the block. That's it. Walk your dog or walk other people's dogs. I know a lot of my clients signed up for Rover, which is a great way to just get, first of all, social interaction with dogs, which is so good to ease your nervous system, to tune into the parasympathetic nervous system. It's an instant like oxytocin and serotonin release. So you'll overall just feel happier to be around dogs. And then obviously it's a super easy way to get steps. And then just walking on the treadmill after your workouts, staying at the gym for a little bit longer. Sometimes it's just the easiest way to go about it. Like you're already there. You don't have to go out of your way and schedule any of these things or change anything, but just hop on the treadmill. Don't go for a run. Just go for a steady pace walk, keeping your heart rate low and just staying actively moving. And then also little things that add up throughout the day is like fidgeting, which is kind of sounds weird. And I don't know if I'm the biggest supporter of that, because I think like fidgeting can tell your body, tell your brain that you're kind of nervous and anxious and freaked out, but it does add to your overall movement. Cleaning throughout the day. So cleaning your house, maybe every Sunday you do a deep clean or whatever that looks like. That's a great way to increase your NEAT. Dancing, just dancing at the house, dancing when you're out, when you go out at night, going to concerts rather than bars so that you're on your feet dancing, things like that is really good. And then overall, just standing more often throughout the day. And then BMR, the 65 to 75%. So really the most important factor that we should be paying attention to. What increases that? I want somebody write it in the chat if they have any idea. There's one answer here. One answer. What increases your BMR, your basal metabolic rate? The thing that's going to help you burn 65 to 75% of your calories throughout the day. Building muscle, having muscle. The muscle mass on you is what contributes to your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. So if you have a little bit more muscle mass, you burn a lot more calories. If you don't have much muscle mass on you, you're not burning many calories. Okay, so that's it. That is my little presentation. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything that has popped up throughout the week or feels relevant to bring up? Talkative crowd today. All right, well, hopefully you guys got something from this call. Hopefully something resonated. We're still doing a referral special. So if you guys have any friends, family that want to sign up, you both get $100 towards a new program, or towards their program and $100 in your pocket. What else we got going on? I think that's it. The more you guys post selfies and tag Frequency, you have no fucking idea how much that helps us. The more you tell your friends, post a screenshot of new PR that you hit, whatever that is, sharing the post on Frequency, it helps literally so much. So that's it. That's all. Love you guys and talk to you soon. Bye.